look, y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my...
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side of their defense. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Watson off play action. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers...
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Willis. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down, Willis. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go now.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. James has got it. Complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Willis looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and 10, it's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got Rome. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. James now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's go. 4 yards. Look at my team. At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. Now, I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. And
from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Mostert diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. We're able to do so here. And they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw, Willis. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl quarterback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
18 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Willis. This is caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Right back to the air again with Willis. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Willis, gotta have this one. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Levante David. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the